Hi coloring friends, welcome back to my channel. I have today they are called MÅLA, I think, colored pencils that I purchased from Ikea. I did find them in the kids section there, but I'm going to give them a go. They were not very expensive. I think I paid maybe a little over $4 for them, I want to say. I can't remember for sure though. I don't have that receipt anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and open them up. We're going to swatch them and see how they activate. And then later on, I'm going to try them out on an actual coloring page. So let me go ahead and get them opened up and we'll take a look at what we have and do some swatching. Okay, so this set comes with 10 different colors and a sharpener, which is nice, I think, because these are a thicker barrel of pencil, so you may not have a sharpener wide enough to manage these, so it's nice that they included that. And then a little paintbrush. And I'm particularly excited that this paintbrush is very tapered to a point here, so I'm hoping the bristles hold up well. I think this is going to be actually really nice to have. Um, and then the pencils are just sort of a raw wood look. And they do have a little paintbrush on them indicating that they are a watercolor. There is no color name or anything on them though, so that's fine. I mean, there's only 10 of them, so it's kind of obvious of what the colors are anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and get to swatching here. Maybe I'll come in a little closer so we can kind of see what's going on. Okay, so I am going to start, I'm going to go in, I think, rainbow order, although if I'm doing that, I'm going to start with the pink here, the pinky color. And I'm just going to do, I'm going to do my normal swatching. I'm actually not so experienced with watercolor pencil swatching. I don't think that I've swatched any of the sets that I have. I've used them, I just haven't swatched them. So I'm going to do the same way I usually swatch and start darker on one end and then go lighter on the other. Now I'm kind of not expecting these to be super pigmenty. We'll see. I mean, obviously they are a budget option, so I think you get what you pay for. The question is, are they a good budget option, or are they a complete waste of money? We'll find out. But I'm always excited to find things that, you know, may be able to be new and different, and I can add them to my collection of things to use in coloring without spending a lot of money, because, you know, I'm sure I'm not the only person who's on a bit of a budget, and it's nice to be able to add new things to use and not destroy your budget doing it. Yeah, they are a little, there's obviously a little bit of dust kicking up there. Oh, the yellow is so light, and I'm using fairly firm pressure. The yellow is very light, very hard, firm lead. So I'm interested to see how they work when they're activated. But so far they're pretty colors. I think the nice thing about watercolor is you can do a bit with less colors because you can kind of get them to wash into one another a little bit more. So I feel like it's easier to work with a smaller amount of colors. I don't know, that's just me though. Of course it's nice to have a bunch of colors to use, but I have, I know they're not watercolor technically, but I have the Derwent Inktense, the smallest set, so ooh, that one's a bit scratchy too. I'm getting a lot of, like a scratchy line through that one that's kind of not the best. But actually, the color payoff so far is not terrible, if you ask me. scooch this up a bit so I've got a little more room to work. I've got a few more to do. So I have the Derwent Inktense pencils, the smaller set, and I know they're a little different than a watercolor pencil, but they are activated by water, so I'm including them in here. And then I do have another watercolor set. It's kind of an offline. It's not one that I've heard of before. This one has a bit of that scratchy lines coming through too a little bit. Yeah, you can definitely tell they are not even my sort of off-brand ones that I have of watercolor pencils don't quite have the scratchiness that these do. I'm trying to do the lighter area without getting those little scratchy lines through it. And it's hard to do. Yeah, so a little dusty, a little scratchy, but I think the colors are kind of nice and bold, vibrant still. All right, two more. We've got brown. The brown's a little softer, actually. It's not too bad. And then, although still dusty. And then black. Yeah, but even my the one kind of off-brand set I have of watercolor pencils, it's not a lot of colors. I think it's maybe 24 colors, which is, it's not bad. But I was saying with watercolor pencils, it's kind of nice because you can still really achieve a nice blend of colors without having a huge selection. All right, so I'm getting my brush wet, and we're gonna try to activate these. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna start with the lighter and go in to the darker here. Well, maybe I'll start with darker because it is, yeah, that was my biggest fear with these, is that they're gonna be a bit more grainy, and I am seeing that here for sure. They're definitely a bit grainy, and then the amount you can kind of drag it out is kind of limited too. That one's a little better. The pink was kind of rough. This one's a little better here. The red, not terrible. All right, let's see what orange is gonna do. Yeah, orange is a little better too. Okay, so that pink was a little rough, but the next two are not terrible. A little grainy, for sure. I'm curious about the yellow because it was so hard and scratchy. Let's see what it does here. Yeah, it's very light. That's a very light one. So you're not going to get a major color payoff with that, but it is a nice sunshiny yellow, I will say. All right, then we've got the greens, which I would imagine I'm going to see quite a bit of graininess in them because they were very dusty. Yeah. A bit grainy, but that's okay. Like I said, you get what you pay for. I was not expecting these to be like the next replacement for, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on a major watercolor line right now. But yes, I wasn't expecting them to be a replacement for those. So. I'm interested to see how they're going to work within a page and, you know, kind of mixing them together a bit more, blending them. We'll see. That light blue is not my favorite. The quality on that one is not amazing. All right, then we have the darker blue. Not too bad. That's not too bad. You can really pull that one out. Quite grainy, but I think that's something I'm just gonna have to accept. It's a very, very orangey brown. It's almost close to like a pumpkin orange. And then we have black. Black's not bad at all. Pretty good. Pretty good with that one. Yeah, I'm realizing now there is no purple at all. So, yeah, that's going to be a big hole in this set, is no purple. Okay, so here we have them. They're not terrible. I mean, honestly, they're really not that bad. I think you can have some fun with these, and you know, they're usable. They're not top of the line, but they are definitely usable. I don't feel like I've completely wasted my money as of yet, at least. So that's a good start. I'm going to go ahead and get my picture that I'm going to start working on, and we will get to coloring it. I'm very curious to see how they're going to work out on an actual page. So let me get my paper and we will get to coloring. All right, so I'm going to do some work on this page. I bought this image from Etsy. The person, the shop name on Etsy is Reyda or ReydaPrints. I will put that on the screen here, and then also in a link to it in the description of the video, in case you want to check it out. They are the cutest images. I love this work, and I'm a reader, so there's a lot of bookish ones like this one, which I was super excited to find. Let me go ahead and real quick show the other ones I bought too. So I just printed these out on a regular cardstock. I don't know what the name of the cardstock is because I bought a pack a long time ago from Walmart, and I just keep going through that stack. And I'm kind of new to printing things off from Etsy to color. I am a little concerned. My printer ink is just a regular, you know, inkjet printer, so I know the ink doesn't always react the best to different things when you're coloring. I wish I had something different, but I just have to kind of accept that there's going to be some smearing and blurring and things. It's just what it is, what I have to work with. But I got this print from their shop. Super cute. And I love this one. I think this was in a series of images. I got them all together. So this lovely girl is in a little like fish snow globe. And then we have one who's in a space themed globe. And then another one, and here's another bookish one, is in just a little outdoor scene. Super cute. Did I show let's see. I think I showed this one too. I think that was the first one. So yeah, on a stack of books. Absolutely love it. And I'm going to work in this one today. So yeah, definitely check out that shop if you like to buy different coloring pages off of Etsy. Like I said, it's a newer thing for me. I have not done that before, really. Once or twice, I guess, but I haven't bought like a set like this before. So, yeah, and honestly, they have so many other cute things on the website. I'm tempted to get a few more. And yeah, so I'm trying to restrain myself. I don't need to buy the whole shop at once, I don't think, but let me just color what I have first. Yeah, I'm going to move in a little closer here just so you can have a better look at what I'm doing, how the paints are working. All right, so I'm going to work on, I think, a flower first. That's kind of my comfort zone of coloring, I feel like, is flowers. So I'm going to do a little bit of the orange here. And then layer some of the yellow on top of that. Yeah, so some of the other images I'm eyeing up in their shop, they have like a series of really cute different houses, like treehousey type houses and other things. And I'm so tempted to get some more. I'm trying not to because, you know, you can only color so much, and at least I'm hoping they'll be around for a little bit so I can color what I have and then come back and get some more instead of hoarding it all. It's kind of trying to be my mentality for the year. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and activate this, and oh, let's hope that the ink doesn't go crazy on me here. Okay, so far so good. That is not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, I have to decide what color I want to make this flower. Yeah, and actually I'm curious. I kind of want to try, let's see, maybe on one of these down here, I'll try to do a red and blue together and see if I can get some kind of close to a purple out of the set. I'm not sure. So I don't know if I mentioned that I am not the most experienced with watercolors. Um, so I'm really just a beginner trying them out. And I probably should have let that dry a bit more before I went in with this, but actually the red is almost a pinky shade too. What I've done of watercolors, I really enjoy because it kind of takes away some of the pressure of blending. I feel like it just makes things quicker. All right, so I'm gonna do a pinkish flower, I think. So let's just add in the pink here. The pink is not my favorite. I can tell you that right now. It is similar to the yellow. It's much more firm and a lot less pigmented, a lot grainier feeling, scratchier. All right, I'm gonna try activating here. I don't know why this part always makes me nervous. Let's see. so if you're very experienced in watching this and thinking, oh, her technique needs a lot of work, you're right. You are right. I am not experienced at this, and this is definitely not a big how to use watercolors tutorial. So if you are looking for something to help you learn the best practices of watercolor pencils, definitely seek out another video, because that is not me. Not yet, at least. Maybe someday. But I am really just playing around with some pencils and seeing what I can come up with. So and honestly, I think I went a little too crazy with my mixing here. I kind of wanted to keep that highlight a little more defined there, but it's okay. Alright, I'm going to try to keep a bit more of a highlight on this one. I went a little too crazy on that last one. And then after this petal, I think I'll move into a different color so we can kind of see, you know, maybe how the greens do. Some leaves. I think I'll probably do the book down there in blue so I can try that one out too. Just get a good look at all the colors. All right. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see if I can do a better job on this one. Is anybody screaming at the camera yet? No, don't do it that way. If so, sorry. Yeah, I think I'm not leaving myself enough white space. I think that's the key, is I need to leave a bit more to start. Yeah, not amazing. You know what I may do actually afterwards is come in once it's dry with some regular pencils and add a little bit more definition in there. I actually really like the way the center of the flower came out, so not mad at that one. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna come down to this area here. Sorry, my camera's being wonky with this page. Not sure why. And we're gonna try some green out. See, so let me just do the just gonna do the stem first. There we go. Okay, and then let's do a leaf here. Oh, sorry, my camera's being weird. Not sure what it's upset about. All right, so we have a leaf there. I'm happy with that. This is not terrible. And I'll come back to my flower up here that's dried a bit now. So there is some highlight left there. It's not terrible, but I know I'm not a pro at this for sure. Okay, so I am interested in trying to pull off some kind of a purple on this flower here. We'll see. Let's see what I can do. And go in with the blue first. Let's see. Let's do a bigger petal here. This one here. Okay. Here's the moment of truth. Let's see if this will make a purple. Too much water on my brush too. Goodness. Well, aside from having way too much water on my brush, I think that might work out. I'm going to try a different one. A little bit away from that one. See how this does. Way too much water on my brush there. Oh boy. Okay. All right, let's see here. Start up here. Actually, that's not terrible. Not too bad. Okay, so you can get a purplish shade with the set here, so that's good. And then let's see, the last thing I'm gonna do is just come down here and, oh, you know what? I may try the brown out. I'm gonna try to do her skin a little bit. Alright, skin with watercolor pencils, goodness, is new, definitely new to me. So, hopefully my camera will stop being so wonky. There it goes again. Here. Let's see if I can pull that up a little bit more here. Alright, that's not bad. I kind of wish the brown wasn't quite so orangey. Yeah, it kind of adds a weird tint to the skin, but it is what it is. I'm so sorry, my camera is so goofy today. I hope nobody is getting a headache from watching that. Alright. Alright, I backed out a bit. Hopefully it likes that a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, the brown is very, very orangey. But I like it. I think the brown is a little easier to use than some of the other colors, to be honest. So let me just come out here. All right, here's what I have done so far. The mix of the two really did, I like the way that, I like that purple that came out there. I'm happy with that, so that's nice. That's what I was saying about not having a large selection of colors. It's not the worst thing in the world with watercolor pencils because you can kind of mix them a little bit and get different tones of color. Like up here with the mixing of the yellow and the orange here, and you get, sort of marigold tones in the middle there, and that's kind of nice that you have that flexibility. You can add a little bit more blue into your greens and get different tones of green and even some of the yellows, and then, like I said, I may go in after it's dry and add some pencil work on top if I'm not happy with the uh, color tones that came out. So like with the flower, I may do a little more definition to darken some areas. But you know what? Overall, I am not sad about spending money on this set. I think I will use these for sure. I had fun with them. I, am willing to accept the shortcomings of these pencils. Because of the price point of them, it is what it is. You get what you pay for. Let me show the swatches now that they're all dry here. Yeah, so you know what? Overall, not bad. I think if you're on a budget and you have an IKEA near you, I would say check them out. I think it's worth it. Totally worth it. All right, I thought I'd pop back in here at the end with my finished picture. I'm really, really happy with this set of pencils, I have to say. I enjoyed using them. I feel like I got good results. I was able to mix some of the colors together to get a bit more of a range of colors that I could work with in the picture. I did come back and do some pencil work on the details of her face, so her hair, eyes, and lips. I did use pencil on, but the rest was just these pencils, these watercolor pencils. So, very happy with them. I really enjoyed using this brush too. I have to say, the brush is so nice that I would have paid the price for the set just to get this brush. So, um, that was really nice to use as well. And I wasn't sure what kind of background I wanted to do for the picture. And I was looking at it and looking at it, and I decided, you know what? This would make a perfect one to just cut away the background. So that's what I did. I just cut out all the blank space in the back. Um, I think what I'd like to do is get maybe a piece of scrapbook paper that has like maybe a cloud pattern on it, and kind of put this on top with a little bit of foam in between in some areas so that it sits up away from it a little bit, and then maybe frame it like that. So that's kind of the plan that I'm going with for now. Um, I have to go hunt for some scrapbook paper and frame that I can use. I'll probably just get one from Dollar Tree, but um, Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I was unsure when I started if I could pull it off, but I think I'm happy with the results. And like I said before, really happy with these IKEA watercolor pencils. So definitely worth the $4 that I invested in them. Um, so I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit about these pencils and this picture come together here. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.